Do you suck at killing titans? Or you always keep dying from titans? Don't worry. In today's video, I'm going to show you every tips and tricks that you need to know in order to be good at killing titans. This video is broken down to 3 sections: types of titans, how to kill them, and how to fight them using skills. So let's start on the first one. There are 7 types of titans. I will explain them one by one of their each abilities and looks. Also, this is a mindless titan, the most common titan and the easiest to kill. His abilities are grabbing you and mouth grabbing. The mouth grab ability is almost in every titan, and you can always see it in every expedition or district stage. Now we will discuss the aberrant and crawler. The aberrant titan is just a smaller version of the mindless titan. The crawler walks on 4 legs and is the second fastest titan. These titans have the same abilities as the mindless, except the aberrant cannot mouth grab the player. So let's discuss the stomper titan. The stomper actually has 3 forms. The first one is the original form. The second one looks like he is hugging himself, and the third one looks like he is getting upset. So let's move with his abilities. The stomper ability is stomping the player. This deals 20 damage and a stun that lasts for 0.3 seconds. Now we will talk about the titans that can one-shot the player who has no stats. This is a diver. It has 2 forms. The first one has its arms raised, and it's the original form. The second one looks like he is doing a Naruto run. The diver abilities are slamming their body into the player that deals 100 damage. Also, the diver has the same speed as the stomper. Now let's talk about the titan that made people quit. This is the spinner. It looks mindless, but when you get closer, it goes crazy and spins. He gets a speed buff, and he is actually the fastest titan. His abilities are kicking the player that deals 100 damage. So the moment you stop hooking is the moment you get kicked. And now we're going to discuss how we even kill these titans. There are actually 2 ways: the eyes method and the orbit method. But first, we need to know which slashes can actually kill titans. The first slash is the grayish one, and it only shows when you don't have enough speed. Additionally, it will have absolutely no impact on the titans. The second one has a whitish color, and this can damage titans. It only appears when the user has enough speed on their ODM. The next 2 slashes don't waste your blade durability. The first one is the red one. It only appears when you do the maximum speed of the ODM, which is the tip of this. The second one has a black color, which can decapitate the heads of titans when you hit the nape. You can do this by using your impulse and slashing the nape at the same time. So now we all know the types of slashes. So let's start with the first method of killing titans, which is the eyes method. This is probably the easiest method to learn. First, you need to hook onto the eyes of the titan. Then click to slash when you are near the eyes, then quickly go to the back of the titan, then hook to the nape and slash it. However, timing and positioning are crucial. If you hesitate, miss the nape, or move too slow, the titan can easily counterattack. If you don't do the steps properly, you will get mouth grabbed by the titan, like in this example. Anyway, let's move to the next method. The orbit method can be hard for beginners in AOT games because you need enough distance and fast movement to pull it off smoothly. First, hook onto the titan's shoulders or head, then rotate using A or D depending on the side. Press D if you hook the right side and press A if you hook the left. Now hook and unhook 2 to 3 times to stay controlled, then move to the nape and quickly slash to finish. Congrats, you learn all the best ways to kill a titan. Now, we are gonna discuss how we will kill an abnormal titan. Killing abnormal titans is probably annoying and hard, but with the 2 methods I'm going to show you, it'll be so easy that you won't even need help from your teammates. We'll only be discussing the abnormal titans that are actually hard to kill. So, let's start with the crawler. The first step is to cut the eyes, because you might get a mouth grab if you hook to the mouth. Second, use dodge or super jump. I recommend that you use super jump if you're slow. The third step is to hook the nape of the titan. Be careful though, because you might hook the backside, which is this. Anyways, let's now discuss the spinner. I recommend using the eyes method when facing a spinner because he moves fast. Anyway, the first step is to use a black flare to confirm it's a spinner. Second, if it's a spinner, make it in its true form, then use dodge and impulse to gain space. Third, do the eyes method. Here's a replay without the slow-mo, so you can better understand. Congrats! Now you know how to kill the most annoying titans. Next, let's talk about hordes. A horde is a group of titans composed of mindless, abnormal, or mixed titans. It might seem hard to handle, but with the methods I taught you, it'll be easy. Let's start with the mindless horde. You can use one of the two methods, but I will showcase both. First, target one titan and cut its eyes, and you can just wait by standing or orbiting around the horde, but I recommend you to orbit the horde because it will make the horde stay in place. Second, if the titan is far enough away, cut the nape and repeat. It is quite easy and the safest way to handle a horde. Now, I will show you the orbit version. First, orbit around the titans. If you see the opening, hook to it instantly. Second, cut the nape and use dodge to avoid getting grabbed by the other titans. This method is risky, but it saves a lot of blades. Now, let's discuss the abnormal hordes. I would not recommend using the orbit method because the abnormal titans move fast, and you might be too slow to orbit them. So just do the same thing that we did on the mindless horde. I will just show a video on how I do it. Congrats! Now let's move on to mixed hordes. Mixed hordes are groups that contain both mindless and abnormal titans, but beating them is actually quite simple. First, target every abnormal titan, but be careful though. The way you target a titan depends on this list I made. You can pause the video to understand it. Second, repeat the previous steps. Congrats on making it this far in the video. Now let's move on to the final part of the video, the tips and tricks. Tip 1. Don't fight with 25% to 50% gas when you're fighting in a district or expedition stage. Save that gas for refills. Tip 2. When refilling, press F to remove your blades so you have more blades. Tip 3. Don't fight when you have 2 blades. Save it in case you get grabbed by a titan. Tip 5. When it's a district stage, grab a gas cart early before the warriors breach the gate, then move to a safe spot. This ensures you have refills, especially if enemies start camping HQ. Tip 5. In district fights, aim for the eyes in tight spaces. Using the orbit method is risky since there's not enough space. Now let's discuss the tricks. Trick 1. When you're stuck in a horde, always use dodge or impulse to escape in order not to get mouth grab or hand grab. Trick 2. When fighting an abnormal titan, always use the eyes method because they're fast at running and you might not have time to aim your hook. Trick 3. Use impulse, dodge, and super jump combo in order to go faster than anyone else. First, use impulse at a 45-degree angle and quickly look behind and use dodge. When you're about to touch the ground, use super jump and repeat the process. Trick 4. When you run out of hand cuts, use an arm cut instead to counter a hand grab. To do this, you need to do perfect timing in countering, and you do this by pressing V or the scroll wheel. Trick 5. Use Rage Mode when you're about to die. Activate it by double-tapping 0 with 50 skill points. It restores full HP, gives lifesteal, and reduces cooldowns by half for 120 seconds. After it ends, your HP drops to 10. Trick 6. When you're about to die in a Titan's mouth during Rage Mode, you can throw your blades by pressing B while aiming at the Titan's eyes. This gives you HP, which makes you survive longer until someone saves you. And that's the end of the video. I hope you learned something new from me, and I hope you hit that subscribe button and like the video. There are more videos like this coming soon, so bye!